Can you wash a car with just 50 bucks? Typically, I like to use higher end, top tier products to detail cars, but today my friend Eddie has challenged me to wash a car with just a $50 budget using products from his local auto parts store.
He's struggling, guys.
I hate this challenge. Also, he added another obstacle. We have a stopwatch involved because he said that I have to complete the task in under 60 minutes. Now his wife Bev is also going to be the judge of the end results. Is she gonna like what she sees? Well, stay tuned to find out because this is going to be a wild one, guys. Let's go ahead and start the show.
Pan, we're here
Yep.
at AutoZone.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
It's gonna be tough.
Well, what?
We'll have to adjust because I don't know, like adding the, by the way, those mountains in Pocatello, Idaho, look at the scenery. It's going to be tough because you're wanting me to get a wash mitt as well, plus all the chemicals. Like maybe we'll have to do some compromise and maybe use your wash mitt if it gets too crazy. So we're going to try and do our best though.
50 bucks.
If I can, I will.
When's the last time you brought chemicals to AutoZone?
Never.
Never.
We don't have AutoZone in Canada.
So here's what we got.
So I got to start scouting.
So he's scouting
See
the area. He has to. Oh, look, wheel and tire right here, bro.
Yep, right there. How much? See, we're already at 12 bucks.
12 bucks.
Okay. I'm going to have to go with the entry level stuff. See, we have a quick detailer here, but we're already at 17 bucks.
$17.
I'm trying to see 20. It's good. How am I going to do this?
So I would, if I were you, I'd be looking at a
bucks.
chemical guy's bucket to see if they got it.
Yeah.
Because these prices.
See, we're already at 20 bucks for a soap. The dressing 12. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Are we? This is pre-tax though. Pre-tax. Where are we for wash mitts? $8.49.
No, I'm not using that wash mitt.
No.
No, you're not touching my car with that.
Oh, you gave me this challenge.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a wash mitt.
$8.49. Yeah, this is soft. Look, touch this. It's not bad for one wash. It'll probably be wrecked after that, but
Yeah, one wash you toss, right? They don't have any buckets. Have you looked around to see if they got a chemical guy's bucket? I'm trying to help you out.
this is the Costco. I'm not sure they have something here. See, they have for 25 bucks the whole armor all. We got tire shine. We got wheel and tire. We got a wash and wax. Okay.
Are you gonna wash my car with armor?
They even have a sponge. I can't do it.
Can't
do it.
You gonna wash your armor all, dude?
That's all they have. Yeah. No other kits.
Oh, dude. All right, so
This is horrible.
he's struggling, guys.
This is.
Fan is.
I hate this challenge. Oh, am I doing it? Yeah, I can't do that.
You can't do the interior, but we have a bunch of stuff here. So here's what
17 bucks. This is amazing, but the price is going to be like I can't get everything. That's the hard part. So I have to go for the less expensive of every item. Basically, that's what I have to do. Citrus wash and gloss for 12 bucks. This is a decent soap though. This is good. VRP excellent tire dressing for what it is.
How much is that?
Super long, but it's still that we're at 12. So 24 bucks right now. That's half the budget blown right there.
Half the budget blown.
This is not good.
But you have a dressing. But look what you got here. And we have.
Okay, so 24 for that. Let's see.
Dude, he is struggling.
Guys, if you could help me out, if you were with me here, what would you guys get, right? 12 bucks. I think this for a wheel and tire cleaner will be good. If they have the green bottle wheel and tire cleaner, it's the selection. They don't have all the stuff.
No, you're
The wax and dry. Okay, this is going to be the quick detailer because I know this works super well and it's $9.99.
Okay.
So this for the finishing because she likes it glossy.
Yep.
So I'll do this. So we're at 10 bucks plus the 24. We're at 34. This is bad.
The problem with Pan is that he's trying to get the stuff he likes.
$12.99. Yeah, well, as
But
much as I can, obviously.
But he can't. I'd rather spend more money on soaps.
So $8.99. This is $12.99.
What have we got so far?
12 bucks. 9 bucks. So we're at 21. This was how much?
$8.99.
So this would be 44.
What
But
kind
I
of?
do have everything though. So I have a dressing, I have a quick detailer, I have a wheel and tire cleaner, I have the soap. So all I'm missing is the wash mitt. This is for the basic.
But the
wash.
question is, do you?
And that's $8.49. So we'll be on that $50 cusp. Kind
All right, so you have everything you need.
If you force me to get the wash mitt,
No, I mean, you got $50. You're gonna wash, clean the tire, dress the tire. What are you using?
I'll have to. I can't use any of your brushes and stuff.
No.
So it's gonna have to be contactless for this. It's not gonna be perfect because then there's no way we can do it. If we have to buy,
hey, it's $50. I want to see how good you get.
There's no way.
So the question is, do you spend more money on a soap? Heavy duty wash soap, wash away heavy dirt. He's gonna need this too because the car is dirty.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we got. You got this one.
Yeah, the citrus washing gloss.
You got this one.
Is still what they call it? Yeah, citrus washing gloss. They just changed the label.
Wash and dry, wax and dry. So you can use it as a drying aid.
Yep. And it could be topped on top of a coating.
Tire shine. And then you have a wheel and tire cleaner.
Yep. So am I getting the wash mitt or not? Because this is going to bring us right at that $50, and then I can't get anything else.
I'll forego the wash mitt.
Okay.
But you have to clean my glass.
So I have to clean it all. Then invisible glass for sure, depending on what the price is. Do they have one? Okay, $6.99. So this would replace, and we're right at that $50.
Or do you use that extra money?
Spray away. This is a very good one too.
Or do you use a better soap? Because I've never used that. Is that soap good?
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, the soap is no issue.
So look at this.
I would, yes, if I could upgrade, I would get the Adams car shampoo because this one works very well. But here we are. Sorry, why is $16.99? Oh, that's the graphene. $9.99. So there we go. Okay, I'm switching.
So he's saving $2.
Yep, and I'm getting car shampoo. I like this one.
Is that going to clean as good as this, knowing that my car is dirty?
Absolutely, no problems.
All right.
Yeah, and it smells better. Okay, so I think we have everything we need, and I can get the glass cleaner. So let's do. You know what? Let me tally it up so we're very precise.
Guys, he's freaking out.
$8.99, $9.99,
$9.99. Adams $9.99.
shampoo, $9.99.
And then the wheel and tire cleaner.
Huh?
Did you get the wheel and tire cleaner?
Already. So we're at $40.96 for this. I need a glass cleaner, so then I can get Stoner Invisible Glass.
Oh, you got to add tax.
$6.99. How much is the tax?
6%.
6%. Okay, wait. Let's see. If I add 6% without the glass cleaner, $43. Okay, so $40.96. If I do add the invisible glass, $6.99, and we add 6% to that, we're at $50.82. I think that's good. If you want me to be under, I'll just get the spray away, which is very good too.
You got to stay at $50.
50, okay. So then
$50.
This spray away glass cleaner. So we got glass cleaner, we got the shampoo, we got the wheel and tire cleaner, we got the tire dressing, we got the drying aid. And it's still pretty good quality stuff. So reputable brands, I have no problems with that. I think we're going to be satisfied.
I've never used turtle wax in my life.
Really?
Only the wax, none of their products.
Stuff, especially the Hybrid Solutions line, it's pretty good.
A challenge going on. He has to stand at $50.
Are we going to see the numbers go up?
It won't do anything. It's got to be 20.
I've got 2 of them. How many do you need?
The drum roll.
I got it.
$48.70.
48.71.
Oh, right on.
48.71. Huh?
You got a phone number you guys want to
Nope.
add to this? All right.
He did it. If you would have got the stoners, you would have been way over.
Yeah, for sure.
You would have been way over. So
Eddie said even at $50 and 22 cents, he would not have accepted it.
$50. I had to give him the wash mitt because that would have been detrimental.
Let's ask them for now though. Before we actually do the demo, would you have done something different as far as the selection? I'm curious. Let us know in the comment section.
I was hoping that they would have like a chemical guys kit.
Yeah,
because you get the towel, the wash mitt, and all that.
they probably have that at Costco.
No, we're not going to Costco, dude.
No.
AutoZone.
Yep.
You're confident.
Yep.
You're confident. So here's where we're at. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna wash the pan. We're gonna wash the car to see if you could get it to the pan, the organizer standard. We'll see. I forgot to tell you something. You don't have a lot of time because we have to go pick up Jamie. You literally have 45 minutes to an hour to finish the whole car.
He keeps on adding.
All right, so now he's got a time limit. He's diluting the chemicals here. He's got Adams car shampoo. He has it diluted 3 ounces to a full foam cannon.
1 to 10.
He has a Wash Boss pen. Everything they find of these could be found in the description below.
Yep.
There'll be Amazon links because I don't carry none of this stuff except for this.
Well, yeah, the good stuff: the drying towel, the quiver foam cannon.
Yeah. So how are you gonna tackle this? What's on your mind?
What's on
So
my mind?
you see the road film, right? Have you looked around the car?
Yeah, no, it's well. You see the bird bomb first of all. There's a bird that just had its lunch thrown onto here. I don't know what this bird had. He has issues.
Oh yeah,
that's
he's got diarrhea.
Let me wear my gloves.
He's got gloves. I did tell him he could keep himself PPE safe, because if it was me somewhere else, I would have told him he couldn't do it.
Of course.
He's a little nervous, guy. I've never seen Pan so nervous.
I won't lie. This is a heck of a challenge.
Pan, so far you used 3 ounces of $8 soap.
Yep, and now 2 ounces in the bucket.
2 ounces in a bucket. So everyone, you can wash your car for under $50. We use $48, and he's going to have to use 1 soap to try to degrease, try to clean, because the car has a bunch of road film, and we're gonna fill our bucket up here.
Yep. Gonna go just about 4 gallons of water. So at least we do have decent quality stuff. I won't lie. For $50, we were able to get some good stuff. So it should be good. For the wheels and tires, because we have no tools, we're going to go contactless. And we'll show at the end what kind of results we got with, the tools I have. Because all I got now is a wash pad, a microfiber drying towel, a foam cannon, and the pressure washer, and that is it. So we'll have to maximize
I'll give
that.
you a glass towel to clean the glass.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's pour that in.
It smells good.
Yep. That blueberry scent. You can use it indirect sunlight, pH neutral.
Here, I have every single brand at my disposal.
All good stuff.
So
no, not for Pan, right?
not for Pan. Pan's gonna have to struggle. You know, we're used to seeing Pan use expensive equipment, expensive soap on 12 times, hang out, play music in the back.
But I'm telling you, this is gonna be good. Look, let's have a look at the soap. Let's suds this up.
Should I put you want the washman in there?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's
Pretty good. See?
It's pretty lubricious.
Yep.
All right, Ben.
Foam cannon.
Let's see this.
Start that. So what I'm gonna do, the plan. We're gonna snow foam. We're gonna rinse that off. We are going to do the wheels and tires. Then I'm gonna foam again. Then we're gonna do the contact wash. We're gonna rinse off. Obviously, we're gonna use the drying aid, and at the end of the process, we're gonna do the tire dressing. So super simple. But we're under a time constraint.
And you gotta make sure you clean my wife's car good, dude.
Of course.
You know,
We're gonna do
Bev loves
the
you.
best job we can. All right, guys. So very good foam.
It foams pretty good.
Yeah. Like if I,
In this foam like this.
well, to start emulsify, encapsulate a bit of that loose dirt and debris, lift it off so we can rinse and remove the grit off so we can do a contact wash, minimizing the chances of swirling and marring. Much left for the second foaming. That's going to be only for the lubricity portion when it's going to be time for the contact wash.
How long are we letting the soap sit?
3 minutes. We're not in direct sunlight, so technically you could let it go 3, 4, 5 minutes. Doesn't really matter. This is not a dedicated snow foam for the pre-wash, so I'm not expecting it to do like deep cleaning like a higher alkaline type version, but it's going to do the decent job. The goal again is to remove the majority of the grit, right?
Usually wait when you're using a pH neutral soap.
4 to 5 minutes. Just don't let the stuff dry. With this, it's not an issue because it's pH neutral. So even if it was to dry and you work in direct sunlight, you're going to rinse it off. It's fine still. But usually with chemicals, you don't want to let them dry on the surface, right? So now we see that it's started to lift a little bit of that dirt. I'm not expecting a deep clean, but that's what the contact wash is going to be there for. So let's start doing this. You know what we should do at the end? We should have Bev on camera see the end result. If that's good enough, right?
We'll see. We'll see what. So far, the shampoo's been impressive, dude.
Yeah.
How happy are you with the result?
So far, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I know these products, so it should be good.
I've never used these.
Yeah. All right. So The wheel and tire,
What is that?
Hyperfoam, alkaline, very foaming. It comes with a foaming type trigger and it just works super well. And plus here we're doing a contactless application. So we're going to be a little more generous with the chemicals. We're going to see how much we use of it in the bottle for the 4 wheels and tires, but I'm being super generous. So there's going to be no mechanical agitation. So we're going to let that dwell on the surface. See, it's already pulling that browning. It's a fast acting formula.
Smells kind of weird.
Sorry?
Smells kind of weird.
Yeah, it's pretty strong because this is a higher alkaline, but see all that, look all the dirt and grime that's pulling off. That's nuts. pH wheel and tire cleaner.
I like the trigger. Trigger seems to work well.
Yep. Well, it gives you that atomization in the form of foam. So that's why they call it hyperfoam. So it clings on well. Do the wheels have any protection on them, just so viewers know?
The wheels have, I have 2 coatings on the wheels that I'm testing.
Okay. So they are protected.
They have armor detail supply in the front, and the back has NV wheel from NV car care.
You see all that browning and that it's pulling out.
So you can see it. This is doing real good work to get much of that dirt off. So you've been pumping that sprayer like a champ.
You gotta be trigger happy. It works your forearm muscles. So again, I'm being super generous.
So you want the cleaners to hit as hard as possible.
And we're done up to here, so while all this, probably it's going to be up to here, so maybe what, 2/3 of the bottle at this point.
And when you think about it, is that expensive? It was only $8 for that cleaner.
Yeah, it's not expensive, and you'd be using a lot less, right? Because you're using brushes normally, so a few sprays just to cover the wheel, and that's it.
Yeah, you were foaming on with the foam cannon.
Look at all that. So I'm going to refoam right now, right on top. So it's going to give it longer dwell time. And the second foam, why? To have lubrication on the surface. So there you go. There's still almost 150 mils to 200 mils left. See, tons of suds, tons of lubrication. We're going to use the top to down method, meaning we start with the top portions, which are the less dirty. You don't want to cross-contaminate with the lower portions where the majority of the dirt is.
So in
the lubrication, like you got to feel this, Eddie. You said you know.
Is it real lubricating?
Feel it. You tell me.
Oh. Pan just wants me to watch the car. Yeah, that's nice.
That's good, eh?
That's look how, man. That's wild.
It is. Yep. That's one of the classics over at Adams. Their car shampoo. They've had it for probably well over a decade at this point.
Really? Yeah. This shampoo's been around for 10 years.
Yep. Well, more than that. Somebody knows, by the way. Let us know in the comments. When did they actually release this?
Yeah, shampoo slaps, dude.
It's a winger. It's a winner.
He said winger because he's getting hungry.
Yeah, yesterday we had some good wings.
Hey, tell them about the wings, man, because they think we be lying over here in Pocatello.
No, ain't joking.
How good were those wings, bro?
Very, very good.
Dude, me and Pan, we ate 20 of them ourselves.
So I'm going to likely be able to meet your time constraints. So I stop near the middle here because I'm going to leave the bottom.
You never do the bottom like that because you're worried about marring, right?
Exactly. You don't want to bring all this stuff up to those portions there. Yeah, the lighting, lubrication, everything. It's on point.
Pan's very thorough when he's washing. I watched him wash a few cars when we were making videos yesterday, and you hit every single spot. You don't miss a spot. No, some people fake it for YouTube. You're in it.
Yep. And this is me speeding up because I want to meet
because we got to go.
criteria. But
look, I'm telling you right now, Jamie the Cleaner's heading on to we got to drive all the way 50 miles away to pick up that guy from the swamp. It's business week at the House of Rags, so if you haven't seen it, go back to the Thor channel and see that. But So Pan, walk us through what you did. You washed the whole car.
Yep, now I'm doing the lower portions at the end. Because these are the dirtiest parts.
And you consider this section lower portions too, right, Pan?
Yep. Yeah, the rear portion of the vehicle is usually some of the dirtiest. And that back part, probably the nastiest.
Look at that glass coating, dude.
Yep.
How nuts is that?
Hydroponics are insane. Look at that. Water beads are just dancing. Ooh.
What side do you like better?
They're both different. If I have to see the speed of sheeting, look at this one. This one's quicker and there's less water compared to this one, but both are very good.
Washing the car.
Yes.
What is next?
So we're going to be using a drying aid. Because we're towel drying the vehicle, to prevent any marring, you want a buffer between the towel and the paintwork itself. So that's when you use a quick detail spray, drying aid, drying lubricant, however you want to call them. So in this case, this guy here, this is a sleeper in the turtle wax range. And as you saw, under 10 bucks. You're not looking at crazy protection here. Like 1 to 2 weeks at best. This is more for the lubrication, the gloss, the slickness, that little pop at the end. So shake your chemicals well before using them. Normally I'd work panel per panel if I'm working outside in the sunlight, but because we're in a garage, I can mist the entire vehicle and then go around with the
It's
towel.
got nice triggers, dude.
Yep. Yeah, look at the atomization on this.
Dude, that trigger is nice.
Yep. So you're not using a lot
It smells good too. What?
Yep. So we can already see that starting to shut off.
And
the
they
water.
want you to use this wet?
You can use it on wet or you can use it on dry, as you want. And see, that's why they call it wax and dry, because you can apply it and dry the vehicles. See on the front, one step spray on wet car and dry for amazing shine.
Yes, it's wet. They want you to use it wet.
But you can still use it on dry, that's fine. But here we're saving time, right? Where you're combining steps like this.
I like the smell.
Yeah, it is. And it's not overpowering.
It smells like coconuts.
That light fruity scent. All right, there we go. Microfiber drying towel. This is the GOAT from the House of Rags. This thing sucks up so much water, it's insane. So I like to start with the windshield. Kind of gets the microfiber primed. Believe it or not, a slightly damp microfiber drying towel
Or dries better.
helps to dry better. Yep. It's like you're priming the fibers.
Pan, for people asking for 50 bucks on the House of Rags,
Yep.
could you do the same thing?
Well, you wouldn't get all the chemicals, but what you would be getting is much better.
I think you
chemicals,
would get
my
soft wash, BDE. You can even get the Adsys soap. You get soft wash, BDE, Adsys soap, tire dressing,
Yeah.
and lining for 50 bucks.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's put that in the description, but also
Yeah, put it in the
you guys wanna
description.
see something like that, a challenge for Thor.
Thor, 50 bucks. If you're looking for the same thing on Thor, you're like, Eddie, what would you get? I just named it.
Touch this one swipe, and it's drying.
Isn't it
This
good?
drying towel is golden. That's what
That's
it's called.
the GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT, dude, 23.
Whoa, look at
Shout out to the GOAT. Best in the business.
that.
Man, that's fast. You did quick work, dude.
Well, you put me on some time constraints, so I
Quick work. And this car was dirty?
Did we achieve this in less than an hour?
Not yet. It's not done yet. We got to do tire dressing. Dude, it's not done yet, Pandalus.
All right.
Pandalus. He's very thorough, guys. I would have let half the hood be wet. I would have done this half cheeks.
We're doing it hand organizer.
The head Panda organizer way.
Never back down.
But you know, the last thing, did we get it right, would be Bev checking the car. You know that, right?
Yep.
And you know she's way worse than I am, dude. Man, that smells good.
And look at that finish that it gives, just that nice little
pop.
Yep. For the price.
And look at the glass. The glass didn't haze the glass at all. Interesting. All right, Pan. So you're using a Dirty Boy to dry the tires.
Yep. And another one for the wheels, just so we can get the excess moisture off. This. So even going through a contactless cleaning did a pretty decent job. Obviously, for the best results, I'd always recommend a full cleaning with brushes and mitts, but with the constraints of this video that Eddie so kindly provided to me.
You loved it. It pushed you to be a different detailer.
Boom.
You finished washing the car. You finished drying the car. I'll play some clips here of the car. You got it looking right.
Yes.
Dude, you got it. It feels amazing too.
Pretty good, yeah.
Now what's next?
So for any detailing touches at the end, we're going to clean the glass, but we're also going to apply tire dressing. So in this case, the Turtle Wax wet and black tire
How
shine.
glossy is that?
This is very glossy. So if you're more a matte type appearance, that's not it, but we were chasing value. So this is what it is. But you're going to see, of course, it mattes down a bit once you're done applying it. But so a little on this brush.
That doesn't look that.
We're going to spread it out.
Oh, God, it's glossy, dog.
Yeah, well, it gives it that wet look, right?
Yeah, it
so
looks
some
good.
people love that. Get into the nooks and crannies here. So with a brush like this, for all of you who have knobby tires, by the way, like off-road trucks and things like that, and who wonder how to do it quickly, using a brush like this really, really helps. So look at the application. Came out looking nice and even.
It's not that bad. We'll see what Bev thinks.
Yeah.
I'm a more of a yum,
It's gonna matte.
garage therapy, clean by pan,
A
and
lot of
detail
people
coat.
love this for the gloss static, and it lasts a good time too. Should
What's
be at
the-
least a week or two.
A week or two, so until next wash. What do we have left? You did the tires.
Yep.
You washed the car. You dried the car. You got it looking right. What's next?
Final touch. A lot of people love this one. Spray away glass cleaner. Bang for buck. This and Stoner Invisible Glass, pretty hard to beat. Unless you're going the Detail Coat glass cleaner. That's a crazy good one. That's more of a sledgehammer. So this is good for your maintenance type. So we got a glass towel here. Prime it a bit. It clings on nicely. So what I do, I like to do the box method, which means I start by boxing out the frame itself and then working it in.
Well, they're good. It smells good.
Yeah, not bad. Flip the towel around, mop up. This should leave no streaks behind. It evaporates quickly. So what we're left with is this, just a beautiful glass.
Pan cleaned your car for how much? How much did you clean it with?
For less than $50 and in less than an hour. So let me preface this, Bev, by saying we did what we could because I had limited access to not all the tools. Eddie really made the challenge super hard, and more entry level kind of products that are available to everyone at your AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Walmart, whatever it may be. So that's what we came up with. We washed the vehicle. We used a drying aid, so a little pop of gloss and slickness. Clean the wheels and tires, put a tire dressing on. So what could we do for a basic wash with under $50?
What do you think, Bev?
I
it out.
have to say, it looks amazing.
Touch
guys.
the paint. You have to touch the
It
paint.
looks amazing. Wow,
Not bad, eh?
not bad at all.
So do you approve?
Really nice gloss, yeah. And it brings out the sparkle. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pan.
My pleasure.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
don't make me do these challenges too often, but it was fun for sure.
We actually pushed them to the limit because we were nervous about this side of the car
Yeah.
because it had so much road film.
Yes.
So much road film. So listen, Bev approves.
Bev approves.
Pandala slated. Here's where we're at. He won. He beat the challenge. Fan, you beat the challenge.
The guy, you be the judge. People, drop comments in the comment section.
I mean,
What would you have done for $50 with the chemicals, right? Because we were limited.
I would have found a detailer down the street, a kid, used his products for $50.
And there, and boom, there you go.
But it wouldn't have been this good. He is very thorough, by the way.
Links in the description for all the products, by the way, if you're curious. But yeah, so were you impressed with?
Oh,
because there's a lot of them you never used, but he never used those before.
no, I've never used turtle wax, but the gloss on this is insane.
Yep.
I never used that car shampoo. It did good. It was slick.
Yep.
Now the question is, can you do this for $50 with the House of Rags products? I'm gonna put all the links in the description below on the chemicals you and I are gonna pick.
And let's give them a challenge. What would you pick for $50 on
yeah.
floor for chemicals, right? For a basic car wash? Drop it in the comment section. We're curious, and maybe we'll make that happen in video.
So with that said, I want to thank you for watching, Pan. Thank you for going out with the challenge. This man worked hard, dude.
My pleasure.
He was so panicking driving to the store. With that said, thank you for watching. All the links are in the description below. Hit that like, hit the subscribe.